Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Today Blizzard revealed the final cards from Return to Naxxramas miniset, and it's time to check them out and see what's coming next week. So we have cards for Shaman, Rogue, Druid and Warlock in this video, and let's take a look at them. Shaman is getting Blazing Transmutation, 1 mana, choose a minion, discover one that costs 1 more to transform it into. I mean, wow. That's pretty sweet. It's a single target evolve spell, but it's a discover effect. So you get really good results out of that, and also you can even use that as a removal in a pinch. Like, hey, I'm just going to turn that into something else and you pick the worst option for your opponent. I do like that card. I mean, I hate that card because it's an evolve card, but like, I like the idea of the types of opportunities this card could open if evolve was a mechanic that I would tolerate. But anyway, looks like a powerful card to me. Then there is Cold Storage. Cold Storage, 1 mana, freeze a minion, add a copy of it to your hand. But isn't this just like a worse version of Wind Chill? Because you use Wind Chill and then you get to draw a card. And drawing cards is usually really good. You want to draw all the cards from your deck. So yeah, also freezing opponents' minions, like this does have multiple uses, because you could use this to freeze opponents' minions, so in that case you would get some of those opponents' minions, but they rarely have synergy with your deck anyway. But also, if you could find a proper combo to use this in, you could use this to freeze one of your own minions so that you get a copy of that, so that you will have an extra copy to play. So maybe there's some applications, but most cases Wind Chill just seems to be better. And then there's Frostfin Chomper. Well, 3 mana 2/3 Elemental Murloc. Battlecry, if you played an Elemental last turn, summon 3 1/1 Murlocs. You are not going to be playing Elementals in Murloc Shaman, so this one doesn't do anything in Murloc Shaman. I mean, sure, there's 2 Amalgams in the game right now. There's the 1 cost 1/3 and then the 2 cost 2/3. 4 cards, it's not enough. That is not consistent synergy, cannot be used. You could put this into an Elemental Shaman though. Like, let's revive the old Elemental Shaman. Use this in that. You are going to be playing Elementals. This is also an Elemental. This also gets all the discounts. So you might just get a bit more of an explosive start. I think that would be the scenario where this could be used. Don't think of it as Murloc. Think of it as an Elemental. Then we have 3 cards for Rogue. We have Ransack. 0 mana, deal 1 damage to a minion. If you have played a card from another class this turn, deal 4 instead. So, okay, this is some kind of Thief Rogue support. I mean, we used to have Vendetta. Vendetta 4 mana. If you hold a card from another class, this costs 0. Vendetta just seems to be a superior card to Ransack. Although maybe there's some kind of case where you just want to play a ton of cards and Ransack will be useful, but we'll see. Then there is Jolly Roger, a 1 mana 1/3. 1 mana 1/3 is always powerful. After a hero attacks, summon a 1/1 Undead Pirate, and it's an Undead Pirate. Well, Rogue can't really attack on 1 when they play this. If it is not removed, then yeah, Rogue can attack on 2. Is that 1/1 enough of a reward? I'm not sure. I mean, it goes into some kind of an aggro Pirate Rogue deck, but there aren't any currently on the ladder. There have been some previously this year, so it's possible that something could be figured out with that. And then then the keyword amalgamation, if you say. The Stitched Creation, 3 mana 1/1 Undead. Combo, gain +2/+2. Infuse 2, gain +3/+3. Mana Thirst 8, gain +4/+4. So if you play this on turn 8 with combo and infuse effects on, it's a 10/10. If you play this anytime with just the combo and infuse effects, it's a 6/6. 3 mana 6/6. It's not terrible. It's not defensive, it doesn't have taunt or rush or anything, but it could bring some stats on the board. And then there's the Druid cards, and with the Druid cards, a big reveal. Well, first, let's get the Rake out of the way. Rake, 1 mana, give your hero +2 attack this turn, deal damage equal to your hero's attack to a minion. So, the only deck that I think could play this would be Quest Druid. Remember, Druid still has the quest in standard format. You could put this in that. I mean, that could work, right? Maybe. But then, Death Beetle. 6 mana 6/6 Undead Beast with Taunt and Mana Thirst 11. Gain +4/+4 and charge. So this basically confirms that after the rotation, Druid will have a way to get about 10 mana. Right now they have one way to do that. They have Guff, the hero card. Guff the hero card, could they keep Guff the hero card in standard? Maybe. Or they print some alternative way for Druid to get about 10 mana. But about 10 mana Druid confirmed for next year basically with this card. No question about it. So yeah. Also 10 then with charge for 6 mana at 11 mana. Yeah. And taunt. Boom. And finally, some support for Aggro Druid. Life from Death, a 6 mana nature spell. Draw 3 cards, infuse 6, this costs 1. It's a nature spell, that's really good. Aggro Druid loves nature spells. Infuse 6, okay, that's pretty steep, of course. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But this is pretty decent card draw potentially for Aggro Druid. And card draw has been something that Aggro Druid has been missing. They have tried to use various solutions, Peasants, and the Druid Epic spell, all sorts of solutions, but just no great one has been found. But this could be it. So this could actually bring budget Aggro Druid back into meta. Budget Aggro Druid has been falling off a little. This could be just the card that it needs. So Druid overall getting a pretty sweet looking set. And finally we have the Warlock cards. First, Nothing's Impossible. A 2 mana spell, give all friendly demons and murlocs death rattle, summon a 2/2 imp lock. Well, demons and murlocs do not have any synergies. So what this card actually does is that you can play this in Murloc Warlock, or you can play this in Imp Warlock. One or the other. You can choose. You can put this in both. But you're probably not going to start mixing and matching Murlocs and demons together. That I don't believe in that at all. But yeah, Death Rattle that summons another board for 2 mana. That is powerful. Soul of the Forest does the same and costs 4 mana. So, woo. Yeah, that's good. Then there's Suspicious Peddler, a reincarnation of Dark Peddler. 2 mana 2/3 undead, Battlecry discover a 1 cost card. If your opponent guesses your choice, they get a copy. Discovering a spell and discovering a card are wildly different though, because, for example, Warlock has 14 1-cost cards, that includes spells and minions, even fewer spells. But then there's more than 30 1-cost neutral minions. So your card pool is almost 50 cards when you discover with this, and it's full of bad 1-cost neutral minions, so ouch, I don't believe in this. I just don't believe in this. Some kind of aggro deck, like then you would play this, and then 1-cost card you would try to get something more that you can put stuff on the board, but I just lack faith. And kind of the same goes with Plague Eruption. 3 mana spell, deal 2 damage to all minions. If you've discarded a card this game, deal 1 more. On the other hand, you can also treat that as a 3 mana deal 2 damage to all minions and ignore the discard line. Because I just don't believe in discard Warlock at all. And I believe in a discard Warlock that plays a control role like this one because it deals damage to all minions, including your own minions. I believe in that discard Warlock even less. So yeah, but 3 mana deal 2 damage to all minions, is that good enough? Is that going to help Control Warlock survive? Even if you don't care about the discard part? That is the interesting question, and it really depends on whether dealing 2 damage to all minions is going to be useful in the upcoming meta. How many minions are going to have 2 health? How many minions are going to have 3 health? That's the key thing. Overall, today's package was pretty powerful. I mean, Nothing's Impossible is a powerful card. This Druid set looks really strong, especially Death Beetle and Life from Death, and there's potentially some applications for Rake. The rogue stuff is a bit all over the place as usual, and I'm not convinced about any of these, but they all have some potential. I just need to see them used. And as for the Shaman set, well, Blazing Transmutation looks really strong, and that's all it really takes, right? Sad that they didn't bring support to other Shaman archetypes besides Evolve Shaman, but sometimes that's just how it goes. So now we have all the cards from Return to Naxxramas revealed, and in the near future I'm going to try to build some decks with these and see what we can open up with on the release day. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.